Hi, guys. Hey, Lioness. Hey, SP, Rosalia, Brick Girl, Erica. How are you? All right. This is going to be a quick live. I know I say that all the time, but today I mean it because I just posted a Leo reading. So if you're a Leo or you have Leo in your chart, go and watch that video. It is currently in premiere right now on my channel. And that's not just for August, that is for the year. For Leo from one birthday to the next. Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. I will be with you. All right. So we're going to do this. I've done this type of reading before. This is the zodiac sign that you're currently dealing with. So basically, you know how like at the end of some of the videos, I'll do like a real quick pull 2 cards for the zodiac sign that you're dealing with. That's going to be similar to what this is. I'm going to just pull a little bit more cards, but it will be a quicker reading. All right. So bear with me. The roles can sometimes play out in the reverse. Yes, we are stalking your person right now. All right. So remember that the roles can play out in reverse. Only take what resonates. Sometimes it's not your message, and that's okay. You can check back and watch the video at a later time and date to see if these energies are playing out for you in your specific situation. All right. I'm going to try not to get super nosy because y'all know I have a tendency to do that. But don't make any rash decisions based on an online tarot reading. I'm actually going to do an entire video about what you should and should not know before watching online tarot, right? Anyway, let's get into this, guys. I will put the zodiac sign I'm currently on the banner down below so that you're aware. Hopefully one of my moderators will jump in and timestamp once the live is over and completed. All right. And you should be able to scroll back at any point in time to see the sign that you want to see. All right. Hopefully everybody is doing well. I know I still have personal readings that I'm working on. I feel like y'all order them faster than I can get them out, which is a good problem. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying. I have members readings right now that I'm working on. But so if you're wondering if that's coming, it's coming. Life just been lifing, y'all. I'll make up for it. Okay. Aries. We're going to start with Aries. Please make sure y'all hit the like button for me. It does help support the channel. I really do appreciate it. If you're new here, consider subscribing. Hit the notification bell so you're notified when I go live and post new videos and channel messages and all the things, right? With that being said, let's go. So if you are dealing with an Aries, and I'm zoning in on my subscribers only, so watching this video and you are not subscribed, listen, this is an exchange of energy. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so I can tap in and tune into your energy. Oh, shit. Okay, if you are dealing with an Aries. There's an Aries here that feels alone or feels like they may be going through like an emotional situation. Some of you, there's an Aries dealing with a Virgo or a Capricorn, heavy earth energy with the Aries situation. Anyways, I feel like if you're dealing with an Aries, there may be something toxic about them. I'll be honest. for some of you. Now, this is an Aries that may be having to do some shadow work on themselves. This is an Aries that may be feeling lonely, kind of even depressed for some of you. You're dealing with the Aries. They're very guarded. It's like they put a lot of effort into the connection, or that's the way that they feel. Like they've given a lot to this. So I don't want to give up on it. But I feel like emotionally they're like, I don't want to say checked out, because I don't think they're 100% checked out yet. But I just feel like they're very guarded. Like, and it's like, this is definitely an Aries that's not themselves. For some of you, they could be being a player. They could be either acting single, or they just feel lonely. Like they feel like they're in a relationship alone. But for some of you, it's the latter. Like they are, or it's what I said before, like they're acting single. All right. They may be trying to not have like regrets when it comes to the connection. Can you clarify the Hermit for those subscribers dealing with this Aries? The Tower. Okay. And the Death card. What? Is there an Aries dealing with a Scorpio? That's highly probable. If you're dealing with an Aries, I feel like this is an Aries that feels like this is over. Or it's like this is a relationship on the ropes. Some of you, I'll just be honest, and I hate to like be blunt about it, they feel like this relationship is over. But they're still sexually attracted to you. I feel like this is an Aries that's super conflicted. They're very conflicted, like mentally. Why? Like I said, conflicted. It's like bipolar emotions. They may not feel, it's like they, 1 minute they want one thing or they're acting one way, and then the next minute they're not. Some of you, this is an Aries that points, they avoid accountability. They point the finger at you. Okay. What's the challenge when it comes to the Aries? Coming together, coming in from out in the cold. Because there's a lot of, this is like mental conflict. Someone being mentally conflicted. Yeah, it's like somebody has pulled back because they're not happy. They still feel attached. I feel like there is a sexual attachment between you and this Aries, but it's like they're extremely guarded. I do see, I feel like they're going to start giving you more attention, or you're going to start giving them more attention. Yeah. You're going to be vulnerable here with this Aries, or they're going to be vulnerable with you. Take it how it resonates. y'all, you either have kids with this person or you've got some type of history here. What's the outcome? I don't see you walking away from each other. You're not. Nope. You actually may end up taking action towards one another to come closer. I feel like there's going to be happiness with when it comes to the Aries, because somebody opens up and becomes more vulnerable. There could be an admission of someone like coming forward and saying, hey, I fucked up. I made a mistake. Yeah. Like reaffirming their relationship. But now this, either you or them has trust issues now. But I feel like you're reaffirming, or they're reaffirming the relationship, but there's still trust issues. Someone may be afraid of getting replaced. Of somebody meeting somebody else, moving on with an Aries. If you're dealing with an Aries, I don't know how that resonates for your situation. All right. If you are dealing with a Taurus, Leah, you were kids together. Well, that makes sense. All right. If you are dealing with a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign. If you are dealing with a Taurus, what can you tell me about my subscribers and dealing with a Taurus? Thank you for hitting the like button, guys. I appreciate it. If you are dealing with a Taurus, tell my subscribers dealing with a Taurus. If you're dealing with a Taurus, they're vulnerable. They're opening up to this. But I do feel like there's some level of guardedness with this Taurus. There's like an underlying fear of instability. They have their guard up, but it's like they definitely want a commitment. They want a commitment. They want to take this to the next level. Now, if you're already married to a Taurus, this could be, maybe there's some sort of toxicity within the relationship that's causing this Taurus to feel like they need to have a wall up, but they want this to work. Like, it's not like they're giving up. It's like they're fighting for it. Why this Ace of Cups? Yeah, I feel like if this is a Taurus that wants this for the long haul. Like they want to get over anything that happened in the past, the hurt, the pain, the struggle, whatever in the connection. Now, this is like a new Taurus and you recently started dealing with this person. I would tell you that they are really interested in this new connection, but they may not be 100% stable and ready for like something new. They still have, there's some things maybe like trust issues or whatever that they're not necessarily talking about. I think they side-eye the situation. They're extremely attracted to you, but I feel like they want to take things slow if this is a new Taurus, because they still have some healing to do. And maybe you're a part of their healing journey, because this meeting this new person or new situation is in some way helpful in getting over some sort of past situation where they weren't happy. But I feel like they have this idea, like you trigger something in them that says that they could have a long-term situation. Now, for those of you, this is a relationship you've been in for a while, that's just maybe you've hit, you know, you've had your ebbs and flows in the relationship. This is a Taurus that wants to fix it. They have trust issues, so they are going to side-eye the connection. But I feel like they're willing to at least work on it. What's the challenge when it comes to Taurus? It could be for some of you, and I hate to say this, some of you may not be able to, may not feel sexually satisfied, or you may not be ready for sex. You may not be ready to open up and be sexually available and vulnerable in the connection. There could be like a fear that if you are going to offer a new beginning, you know, if you're going to go down a new road and take action towards like reestablishing a relationship or establishing a new relationship, right? That it's just going to fall apart anyway. Also, a random side note, if you're dealing with a Taurus, they could still be like sexually desiring a Scorpio, and that could be an issue. The outcome to this situation, I don't see anybody giving up, but I do see like someone in their ego letting go of like any other options. I just feel like there's just this fear of either that's causing things to go slowly, or this fear of letting their guard down to be vulnerable in this connection. But it does seem like this is what they want. Look at that. There will eventually, again, if this is a new person, eventually somebody's going to break up, you know, get out of their own fear, and have a solid new beginning. That brings a lot of happiness in, by the way. If this is an old relationship, you've been in this for a while, it may be on and off, or there may be like some tumultuous shit going on, or there was some things going on where this Taurus was hurt, or they did the hurting. I don't know. I feel like I feel like after the fearful shit is dealt with and communicated clearly, you guys are going to work it out. Or there will be some sort of offer that's solid when it comes to this Taurus. But I don't think you're going to want to take things quickly, or somebody's not going to want to take things quickly here. Someone here definitely does have like issues when it comes to commitment and fears of rejection. I also feel like there may be, if this, like I said, there's somebody here dealing with some type of regret. All right. There's somebody here dealing with some type of regret, possibly that they weren't committal or they had commitment issues in the past. All right. Okay, Gemini. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you are dealing with a Gemini, thank you guys for hitting the like button for me. All right, what do my subscribers need to know about their Gemini? Dealing with a Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. They may be pulling away, focusing either on like a new job or new career, ways to make new money. Some of you, this is a Gemini that's like dealing with a lot emotionally that they're having to move on from. They may be very conflicted, okay, or creating some type of conflict, and they're trying to get themselves out of their own head because I feel like there's a Gemini that's lost hope that this can be fixed in some type of way. For some of you, there could be like a fight or argument with a Gemini. This looks like a Gemini that's like trying to get unstuck from something. I feel like this is also a Gemini that's like tired of communicating their feelings or tired of telling you, tired of saying the same shit. Tell me about the Hermit. Okay, I'm going to be honest, and I'm not trying to fearmonger anybody dealing with a Gemini. I'm just telling you what I see. I am just the reader, okay? This may be a Gemini that secretly is trying to figure out how to end something, how to walk away, pull away. And they may be like detaching. I feel like they've been thinking about this for a long time, for a while. And they're getting over their fear of it. It seems like there's something that they're not telling you or speaking on. And it feels like what they're not speaking on is this desire to like move on. But there's something here that they've invested in or that they've put a lot of time or effort or money or resources into. So it's it feels like it's something that they feel like they can't necessarily just completely walk away from it. But with the Tower, Judgment, and the Chariot, listen, that's a lot of major arcana. They don't want to hurt anybody in a situation, but they are going through some sort of situation where they're making a final decision to focus on their own happiness, their own success, but they don't want to hurt anybody else in the process. This may be a Gemini that really doesn't desire to be tied down right now. They may also be trying to figure out a way out of something financially, like going through financial changes. So it's like their focus could be on that for some of you. What is the challenge when it comes to this Gemini? Listen, I feel like it's the Gemini. I think it's the Gemini that is like, and I'm not trying to call nobody out, but it's like the Gemini is not offering or emotionally vulnerable. And I think they're going to be honest about that, or they want to be honest about that, and maybe just haven't come forward. Look at that. Just challenge, like clarifying the challenge to the connection. 3 of Cups reversed. And the Queen of Pentacles. Maybe an earth sign is involved. Maybe you are an earth sign dealing with the Gemini. I don't know. But it's like there's major blocks in communication. Someone not being fully blunt and like just not using the sword to cut things out that they know that they want to cut out or move away from. And I feel like that's the challenge. And there's the challenge because someone has invested themselves into the situation. What's the outcome for Gemini? My subscribers dealing with this Gemini. Somebody's going to let something go that's holding them back. Recognizing it's a slow situation. It's a slow roll is what it looks like. But I see someone here like detaching, being close. Look at this. Queen of Swords, 2 of Cups in reverse, being emotionally detached from the situation. A part of the deck, and the Knight of Pentacles is in reverse. This is somebody that's like guarding themselves, trying to do everything to protect themselves, maybe not talking about it, not telling everything, but they're focused on their own happiness. And that likely in this situation doesn't look like it includes giving more to anyone else. Yeah. Listen, I just picked up this deck and pulled one card, and look at what's at the bottom of the deck. I'm focused on me right now. That is the energy that I'm pulling from this person, this Gemini. They're focused on themselves. They're trying to figure their shit out. They feel this slipping away, or you feel this slipping away, and that may be why someone here is afraid to open up. Somebody just doesn't really want to regret their decision. They don't want to live with regret. I feel like they're in a precarious situation where it's like, oh, I didn't mean for this to happen, or I didn't realize this would happen. There's major trust issues here. Somebody could also be like extremely jealous and not really admit their jealousy. not be able to effectively communicate that. All right, Cancer. Well, thank you, Leah. I appreciate that. All right, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Make sure you guys hit the like button for me. I appreciate you. The sign you are currently dealing with. If you are dealing with a Cancer, right? My subscribers that are dealing with the sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, guys. If you're dealing with a Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, they're in their head. They're mentally conflicted. They may not really know what they want. They could even be pushing you away or just not vulnerable. Maybe that's how you feel, like they're pushing you away. They're not willing to take a chance on this. So something could be falling apart with a Cancer because they're not taking some type of action. They're not willing to take the risk. There could even be like maybe some toxic communication between you and a Cancer. Somebody stops talking to the other, or I do see an ending here. There could be like, I don't know, lack of sex. Could be an issue. I have the Five of Swords. Yeah, somebody here is conflicted and giving up. I feel like it's the Cancer. The Cancer is like ready to give up, not emotionally available. For some of you, it's because they won't walk away from something, or somebody won't walk away from something, won't let something go. Let me see. This may be a Cancer for some of you that's getting a lot of attention elsewhere, so they're not willing to fully invest in this situation. There could be like another relationship, possibly. If it's not that, I do feel like someone could be investing in like a new career or trying to get something off the ground. I'm definitely getting like someone's detached energy or pulling away, thinking head over heart, controlling their emotions, whatever is causing the destruction of a relationship, of the connection. What's the champ? Okay, that's where we at. Damn. All right, guys, give me 1 second. Yikes. Cancer, you had a bunch of cards come out, fling out, but there was only 2 that flipped over. So I'm going to take those and we're going to talk about them. Then I'm going to put them back and we'll see if they come out again or whatever. But the challenge to the relationship is having something long-term. Some of you, it's because somebody may be dealing with someone else long-term. If it's not that they're not already in some sort of long-term relationship, it's that someone is more focused on their like career, their money. They may be having like money troubles or setbacks or whatever. But let's see. What is the challenge here for those subscribers dealing with a Cancer? It's a challenge to wait around and put in the effort. Wait around for the fruits of your labor to, because somebody feels pushed away, left out in the cold, abandoned. And they, again, it's either because someone is already in another relationship or because they want an equal relationship. All right. The outcome. If somebody is already in another relationship, I feel like if there's like a third party situation involved in this, which it definitely does look that way, Cancer, the third party is giving up, or you like the Cancer is giving up on the third party. I don't know. Take it how it resonates for your situation. Somebody in a third party situation is going to give up. And that. And I'm seeing the situation with the Cancer like get better, especially if there's like a long-term commitment or relationship that they're investing in. Their focus is on bettering that situation. They're not going to be like playing games. They're trying to heal or fix something in a long-term commitment or relationship. I don't know how to apply that to you or how to explain that any differently. Let's see what else. There's a Cancer that could be like watching you. They have access to like your social media or something. They do have like regret or something here. Maybe you feel like it was just a sex thing or something because they were unable or unwilling to commit. They've got a big ego though. And they're struggling because I feel like they don't want to deal with the criticism. And they're tired of arguing. So that they may be in a place where they're fixing it or they're moving on with somebody else to get into a commitment with someone else. It depends on where you are with your Cancer. If you're married to the Cancer, I see, and let's say the Cancer was playing games with you, I see the games ending and them trying to fix that situation. How else would I explain that? I'm seeing third parties go away. I'm seeing the Cancer focus on one person. That's what I got. All right. I don't know how else to explain that because it's confusing when there's a bunch of people involved. You can always tell because the reading gets scattered. And then it's like, all right. Leo, sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Leo, your individual sign reading for the year, your birthday reading is up. Oh, Alice, I'm sorry to hear that. See, the thing about it is we're in retrograde season. So what's going to happen? What happens in a retrograde season? We've got Mercury, Pluto, Saturn. I want to say Neptune. I don't have my chart up right now, but we've got a bunch of planets, major heavy hitters in retrograde. What is this going to bring up? This is going to bring up a lot of people going back to exes, trying to fix old relationships. Why do I personally feel like that's not a good thing? I mean, I can understand the purpose of it. Why? Because, maybe there are some things that, you don't want to live with regret. So it's like, all right, you want to go back and like make sure you dotted your I's and cross your T's before you fully give up on something. But sometimes it makes you a glutton for punishment because you don't know when to say when. So it's like, you got to be very careful with that energy of trying to fix old situations. Why? Because as soon as we get out of retrograde season, shit goes back how it was. And you end up realizing like, damn. And that will make you get confused or make you think like, man, we were riding high for a few weeks, maybe a month or two or whatever. And then it's like everything went to shit. And why does that happen? Them retrograde relationships are toxic. Okay. And usually, even if you have like a good relationship or whatever, during retrograde season, you can have, miscommunications and people in their feelings and things go bad. And then after retrograde, things could get back to normal and back on their in the right, on the right path. That's why it's like, one, I always tell people like never start a relationship or like try to like invest during a retrograde season because it's horrible. 90% of the time it's just because the planets are not acting like themselves. So there's a lot of things that you're not going to see clearly. There's a lot of things that are going to be challenging. But once the planets go back direct, you might have thought things were good. And then you'd be like, damn, Anyways, maybe I'll do an astrology video in detail. But that's usually what ends up happening. So retrograde things, I don't care what people say. I'd be like, no, thank you. All right, Leo. If you are dealing with a Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, go watch the Leo video that I just posted. No, if you're dealing with a Leo, they're done juggling. They're done juggling. They don't have any regrets. For some of you, if this is a Leo that's like focusing either on a commitment, they may be afraid to lose a commitment. This is a Leo that may be giving a lot of attention or getting a lot of attention. I feel like this is a Leo trying to fix a relationship. Trying to fix a relationship. They don't want to leave. They want a relationship to work. The relationship that they're dealing with, they want it to work. So they're showing newfound appreciation for it or new interest in it. Okay. If they were dealing with anybody else or there was anybody else, that's over. They're leaving them out in the cold. They're done with that. They're focused on being fair to the connection. Now, here's the thing, especially if you're a Libra or you have heavy Libra in your chart, they could be giving you like a lot of attention, trying to be fair to the connection, being honest, and all of that. I will say that this is scary for them. This is scary for them. But they want like the new love situation, They like the energy. They're trying to invest their energy into this. They're trying to heal it. Maybe they were taking action before. I see them being emotionally vulnerable. Being more communicative. They're working on this. Okay. What's the challenge for those dealing with the Leo? It may be a challenge to open up and for the Leo to tell you how they really feel, for there to be a mutual investment in the relationship. I feel like someone here is extremely guarded. And it's a challenge to have to like sacrifice or let go of something that's holding them back. And it could be ego, What's the outcome for those dealing with a Leo? They're not walking away. They're ending any type of like outside influence. There's an end to like player behavior. They're not being sneaky. They're not taking any action towards. I'm seeing like an end to any type of third party situations with the Leo. I'm seeing they're trying to fix this, guys. I don't know. depending on what part of the spectrum you're on with this Leo. This is a Leo that's like really wanting to invest in a relationship and making the relationship better. Let's see. They're being more honest. They may have feelings for more than one person. And that could cause them to feel like somebody is slipping away, and that may be the regret that they have. They could also be being very hard on themselves as far as their body is concerned, like their physical body. I feel like this is a Leo that cheated, but they love you. They may have created trust issues. And I feel like this is somebody that's telling you, like, maybe they weren't ready in the beginning. You'll know that this is your story if you feel like you were there for this Leo when nobody else was. And they say something along the lines like, you know, they weren't ready. They weren't ready for this when it happened. And I see forgiveness. I think you may be struggling to forgive them, but I see you forgiving them. I feel like the Leo is trying. All right. That's what I got. The Leo is trying. All right. If you are dealing with a Virgo, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. Hey, Goodman. Goodman, you having a hot boy summer? All right, Virgo. If you are dealing with a Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, tell me about my subscribers dealing with a Virgo. This person may be ready for commitment for the long haul. Ready for like a long-term commitment. Really thinking about it. But maybe there's something here they're not taking action on, so to speak. Thank you, Eric. This is a Virgo that's ready to give up something to have something stable. I feel like they may even be, either they were protective of themselves in the beginning, or they're being protective of a marriage, of a relationship or higher level commitment. Like, they may not, for some of you, it's like if there's somebody like trying to create outside conflict or whatever, like I'm seeing the Virgo like stand up to this person. I do feel like they could be worried that this is going to end, or that someone is trying to, I think that's the reason why they have their, like, this protective sort of guard up. Let me see. What is the challenge to this? Having something long term may be a challenge because of fear of investing, somebody being afraid of investing fully into a situation, like afraid of putting forth the effort. So if this is a new Virgo, right, that you just recently started dating, they could have their guard up when it comes to being full on committed. And maybe they're a little wishy-washy. Maybe they're a little uncertain about what they want, or they seem uncertain to some degree. And it could be a challenge because of the lack of full-on investment into the situation. But if this is somebody you are already like married to, in a relationship with, whatever, I feel like there's an outside influence affecting the connection, affecting the relationship, and somebody is having to, like, step up, having to create boundaries for other people. Some of you are another earth sign, especially you got Taurus here heavy. Could be a Taurus dealing with a Virgo, Scorpio. It doesn't matter what the sign is. I'm just telling you what I see. This could also manifest as a Virgo that's trying to recover financially. Trying to recover financially and having to put all of their eggs in that basket of finances in order to protect themselves financially, feeling like they're having to work harder or whatever. So they may not have the type of availability to really put forth any effort into a real long-term commitment right now, or into, their focus is elsewhere. I do feel like the outcome is somebody having to make a decision to let go of something that's holding them back, bring something that's been weighing them down to an end, or that's been holding them back to an end, and having to open up emotionally. I see a positive change. There will be some type of, either, I don't know if this is a new beginning, or there's some sort of fairness, some kind of equal give and take that creates a significant change when it comes to a Virgo. Some of y'all, this Virgo has grown cold-hearted, or is struggling with the fact of somebody here cold-hearted. And it may be because someone feels like they told the truth. They spoke their truth and it wasn't well received. I don't think this Virgo wants to be single. I think there is something of somebody being very honest, maybe about something after the fact. I also feel like someone could be jealous and not admit it, or, uncomfortable admitting their jealousy. This Virgo definitely has a big ego. I feel like if there's somebody's ego that gets in the way of the connection moving forward, there will be apologies and forgiveness had. All right. All right, y'all. I'm gonna take a quick break to stand up, move around. I will be back with Libra and the rest of the signs. Give me a moment. Stick around with me. Quick intermission here. I'll put it up on the screen. I hope. Y'all know sometimes I be trying and it don't work. All right, I'll be right back. All right, y'all. Sorry about that long. Oh, wait. Can you hear me? Whew. All right. Can everybody see me and hear me? I'm back. I'm sorry about the long wait. I was reading something. It made me sad. Let me gather myself. Okay. All right. Libra. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If you are dealing with the Libra. If you are dealing with the Libra. Thank you guys for sticking with me, hitting the like button, being subscribed to the channel, all the things. All right, if you are dealing with the Libra. Well, thank you, Killer Tomato. I appreciate the compliment. All right, if you are dealing with a Libra. They're worried about some kind of truth. If you're dealing with a Libra, they're worried about some kind of truth being revealed or coming out that either is going to make you push them away, or the truth is that they want to be left alone. I don't know. Hold on. If you're dealing with a Libra, let's see if we can get a bigger picture of this. What is going on? If you're dealing with a Libra, there's something they're not they're not telling you, they're not talking about. Either this. Okay, listen, if you're dealing with a Libra, it's like they don't want to be in a relationship. They don't want to be in a relationship. They're emotional. They're letting go, like emotionally releasing this. They're disconnecting. They're guarded. They feel like they're not themselves for sure. 100%. Okay. Why? First of all, let's see. This is a Libra that I feel like is accepting some type of truth or seeing something for the first time and feeling like they need to move on and let go. And they're choosing to walk away. They feel like this is toxic. They're taking a step back. They're thinking about how they want to move forward, how they need to move on. They feel like there's a lack of stability here. They feel like there may be like a lot of fighting. They don't trust you. They feel like you're a player. You didn't live up to their expectations. Some of you, this is a Libra dealing with Cancer, Taurus. Doesn't have to be. Just tell me what I see. But they're afraid of letting this go, though. I definitely see that. But they're trying to protect themselves. They're afraid of letting this go. They're publicly trying to protect themselves. But they're afraid to let it go. They feel like, it's like, especially if this is like a Libra that you're married to, or in a, like you were in a long-term commitment. It's like they're afraid to let this go, but they feel like it's over. Like the damage has been done. They know the truth. They're emotionally disconnected. They're making some sort of final decision. I feel like they internally, like, trying to turn back the hands of time, or they want to fix this, but they feel like the damage is done. Emotionally, they still are connected to you, but they feel they're unhappy with the way things have been going. They're not getting what they want from the relationship. What is the challenge? They know some type of secret, or they feel like it's a challenge getting the truth out of you. It's a challenge to have something that lasts a test of time. Somebody doesn't want to take ownership or take fault for the situation or communicate their real feelings. Some of you are dealing with a Leo. If you are dealing with a Leo, the challenge may be the Leo's ego, or the Leo doesn't want to take action. If it's not a Leo, it's that somebody thinks head over heart. And maybe there's too much damage done here. And it's hard to come back from. It's like, you done hurt me so many times. And so that hurt continues to steamroll throughout the entire relationship, which creates trust issues. Somebody is definitely trying to control their emotions. What's the outcome? I feel like there's almost like there may be some truth about somebody being a player, or someone just not being committed to this connection. I do see communication here, somebody trying to try again to fix this, right? Coming forward, trying to try again, only for it to fall apart again, only for it to but it's like, yes, there may be a situation where it brings y'all back together, right? And it's good for a little while, but there's still this waiting for somebody to invest, waiting for somebody to stop holding back. And then because of the resentment and all of that, it's like nothing gets to move forward. So it's a never-ending kind of cycle. Somebody doesn't want to be vulnerable. I feel like one of you feels the other person slipping away. And someone is struggling because they want this relationship. And they're afraid to open up. They're afraid to forgive. Somebody may have feelings for someone else. There could be like a third party involved in the situation. If it's not a third party, if you have kids with this person, that could be it as well. Like, it's like they love you and the kids, but And I'm telling you, I feel like someone, you're going to try to fix it. You're going to try to come back together and heal the relationship. And then there's going to be like apologies, but then it's going to lead to arguing, and somebody's sick of arguing because someone here is jealous and they won't admit it. Someone's body may have changed, like physical appearance. I think by the time this person figures out what they want, it's going to be too late because the damage is done, is what it kind of looks like to me. Like too much damage, too much has gone on, that type of thing, Libra. It really does look like you try to fix it, but you may end up realizing that it can't, it may not be able to be fixed. All right. Scorpio. Somebody doesn't want to apologize, Scorpio, or those of you dealing with a Scorpio doesn't want to apologize or accept an apology. Let's see. Tell my subscribers what they need to hear, those dealing with a Scorpio. My subscribers need to hear about those dealing with a Scorpio. Didn't I say this was going to be quick messages? Ain't nothing about being quick. This is me being nosy. Nosy Rosie over here. All right. Karma, you're hilarious. Thank you. All right. If you are dealing with a Scorpio, they're not walking away from something toxic. For some of you, this may be a Scorpio that's having a hard time giving up some type of an addiction. I feel like they are pulling away from family or unhappy with, like, this may be a Scorpio that's trying to heal from family situations not working out. They're very much in their ego about, they may not be able to invest in something for it to grow. I feel like this is a Scorpio that wants a new beginning. But they're afraid of it. They're afraid of offering something solid and new because things didn't work out in the past the way they wanted them to, or they weren't. Okay. This is a Scorpio that wants to invest in a relationship, but maybe like emotionally disconnected for some reason. Let me see. What's the challenge? They're the challenge. They may be going through a complete upheaval or change in certain relationships or commitments in their life. It doesn't have to be like romantic ones, but like it definitely could be. This may be Scorpio is just kind of giving up because of them being so challenged. They feel like something is beyond any action they could take. Somebody could also just be being a player, you know, and not wanting to give up their player ways. I feel like it's a challenge to communicate their real feelings or make some sort of decision. This is a Scorpio that may be even like pushing you away. They're really in their feelings, pushing you away, even though it's like they want something new. Now, some of you, they're pushing you away because they have like a new job or they're trying to get something off the ground. It's like they don't want you to walk away, but they don't want to walk away, but they feel like they don't have a choice. What's the outcome? Situation coming to an end. Yeah, they're giving up on something because they feel like they're just not happy with the way that things have been going or getting something to be fair and equal. Woo! Excuse me. The Scorpio could be having financial difficulty. If it's not financial difficulty, it's like their expectations are just not being met. And it seems like they may even like stop talking to someone here, like pulling away, ending the situation. It seems very ego driven, or there's some sort of fear keeping them. It may just be that they're going through a lot of changes in their life. Like the foundation of their life is changing and they feel like it's outside of their control. Let's see. Somebody could be apologetic for cheating or doing something underhanded. I think this is a Scorpio that really does care about other people's opinions, or other people have some type of opinion. They're definitely keeping tabs on you, watching you online if they have the availability. This is a Scorpio with major trust issues. I'll tell you that. And they may just want to focus on themselves right now, is what it looks like. They're in the process of learning some sort of lesson. I feel like they're pushing people away in general. They could be in the process of learning some sort of lesson. They feel like there is nobody there for them, that they're not being forgiven for something. And there's something here that they didn't mean to happen, but it did anyway. I feel like they're going against their feelings to like go within, and because they're trying to protect themselves, is what it looks like. Okay, Sagittarius. My Sagittarius subscribers. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Tell me about my subscribers that are dealing with a Sagittarius. Yes, please remember that the roles can be reversed or play out in the reverse. Thank you to everybody for hitting the like button. I appreciate you. All right, those of you dealing with a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign, let's see. Those of you dealing with the Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign. Tell me about the Sagittarius. They're trying to let go of something from the past. They're very mentally conflicted about this. This was something that they put in a lot of effort into, waited. I feel like they're having a hard time walking away from that. They want to have something long term. They have a lot of love for you, whoever, like, but they feel like it's over due to either a lack of action or somebody being a player, or they want a new beginning. I feel like this is a Sagittarius is like worried about this. This keeps them up at night. They feel like they don't have any choice in the matter. They're trying to take their power back. They want to fix this, but they feel like it's beyond fixing. I feel like this is a Sagittarius that's trying to let go, even though they don't want to. They feel like they try to communicate. They're not getting the effort put in. So they feel like they have to walk away or have to give up on something. But they do really want to, like, have a new beginning here, have success, have something solid. They don't just want like a wham bam, thank you ma'am type of thing. What's the challenge? Someone not being emotionally vulnerable, not coming forward, a block in communication, somebody's actions and words not matching. Yeah, it's like someone here just feels stuck. I feel like the relationship may be stuck in this place, and there could be blocks in communication or because of distance, whether it's physical or emotional distance. Somebody not willing to be honest with themselves, not willing to take a risk on the relationship. What's the outcome? I feel like someone is tired of fighting, or, this not working out. So somebody here is giving up. It's like there's still love there, but I feel like somebody in the situation is really giving up on this. They're trying to avoid the drama. Somebody could be either married or in another commitment or have like more than one option, and that may be why this isn't working out. Yeah, I'm seeing this Sagittarius slowly try to let this go and heal from the fact of this, like, not working. But at the same time, it's like I don't want to so bad that anything that you give them is going to, like, any bit of attention you give the Sagittarius is going to draw them back in, because they really don't want to let this go. They really want a second chance. Let's see. Someone is afraid to open up in this situation. This is a Sagittarius that thinks about you every day, every day, every day, every day. That's what this is. It's like one person thinks it's worth fighting for and the other one doesn't. Or somebody goes back and forth between those two. Like one minute they think it's worth fighting for, the next minute, you know. They're afraid of being rejected. They feel like, I think they're struggling with moving on because it's like you're their wish come true. They feel like you're exploring your options. This Sagittarius is struggling. And it's like they feel like they've given or they've tried and you're not willing to try. But they can't get you off their mind. This Sagittarius doesn't feel like they'll ever get over you. They know the truth about you, or they feel like they know the truth about you of who you are, but they won't ever get over you. They may just like come at you and be like, hey, can we be friends? Or somebody in this situation cares too much about what other people will think. Like can't go back on whatever word that they've given or whatever they've done or said or whatever, because they care too much about other people's opinions, and other people's opinions affect their decision. Okay. Capricorn, if you are dealing with a Capricorn, sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign, that's all right, Jamie. If you are dealing with a Capricorn, thank you for hitting the like button, guys. Remember, the roles can be reversed. Take only what resonates for your situation. All right. If you are dealing with a Capricorn, they may be holding back because they're juggling with some sort of decision that they feel like they're going to be unhappy with the outcome regardless. This is a Capricorn that has like a lot of love for you, a lot of emotion. They're trying to take their power back. They may have some type of clarity or like an aha moment of some kind, or feel like they know some type of truth. Some of you, they're going to tell you that they're not willing to take a chance on this. Or that's the way that they feel about you. Let me see. Clarify this. This is a Capricorn trying to avoid some type of drama. And it's like they go back and forth in their head with some type of decision. I think they're very drawn to you. But they're trying to protect themselves at the same time. They feel like they see you clearly. For some of you, they may have even like opened up, allowed you in, and they feel like they're not. They didn't want there to be any type of regret or. I'm also seeing they're mentally conflicted about the fact of like opening up and allowing you in. They feel like it's not working. And they may end up like bringing the situation to an end where it's like they're letting it go. They feel very lonely. Like it's like this is a Capricorn that feels pushed away, or like they have no choice but to push away. Yeah. The Lovers in reverse and the Death card. Clarifying the Fool in reverse. Like, yikes. That's 3 major arcana. That's crazy. Somebody here is definitely afraid of taking some sort of chance, or feeling like they could feel like you're not attracted to them. For some of you, also, if this is like a new Capricorn, they may be in the process of letting something else go. And it's very difficult for them to move on from that. They could be like being celibate, or, I feel like they want something solid, like something they want to communicate and have like mutual conversation regarding feelings and actions that could lead to something long term. But there's a lot of fear, it looks like. If this is somebody you've been with for a while, something about this, they feel slighted. So they feel like they don't have any other choice but to let go. They don't want to walk away. but they're trying to think like head over heart. What's the challenge for those dealing with a Capricorn? It looks like those dealing with a Capricorn, the challenge could be that something is not fair, something is not equal. Somebody is giving up, or let's see. Yeah, somebody's not. Six of Pentacles reversed. Someone is not investing, like, and not giving to the relationship or allowing it to grow. Even though there is like love or a lot of emotion there. And I think that it's really difficult to let it go because of those feelings. At least for this Capricorn. Let's see. Some of y'all are dealing with a Leo or a Scorpio. You got Leo, Scorpio, Gemini, and Aries here. Doesn't have to be any of those signs, but I feel like the challenge has a lot to do with the fact that someone is not investing, and so there's like a emotional disconnect. Somebody feels slighted in the connection for whatever reason, and it's creating conflict, it's creating arguments. Someone feels as though, random, like, side note, somebody could be sexually deprived. Oh shit. I do see apologies or some kind of conversation when it comes to the situation. Tell me more about that. I feel like this is someone that is so afraid of their big feelings. Big feelings. But they're like afraid that it's not going to work out, afraid that, you know, it's not going to come together. So someone here is, oh, somebody could be in another relationship, and so they're not able to take action in the situation. Is that what's going on? Because I'm seeing someone here feel lonely, left out in the cold because of someone wanting more than the other person can give. And there could be like apologies exchange. I feel like somebody does have feelings there. Yeah. If it's not a third party situation, which to me it does look that way, if it's not a third party situation, at some point, I do feel like there's going to be a conversation and a small offer when it comes to the Capricorn. But somebody's going to have to be like, to put their actions behind it. And I'm not seeing a whole lot of action be put behind it. I am seeing slow healing. Like someone mentally getting themselves out of the situation, out of being stuck in the situation, and deciding to create distance. For a lot of y'all, though, I promise you, this seems like a third party situation and somebody no longer wants to participate. I feel like one of you may have been very willing to do whatever it takes, and the other person wasn't ready for the connection. What did I just say? Third party situation? Somebody wants to be unblocked. So this Capricorn, I mean, the roles can be reversed. I don't know who's who here, but someone is in love with more than one person or has love for more than one person. And it does look like this is somebody that wants forgiveness or wants to be unblocked, I guess, is what I could see. It's like somebody loves you, but they love somebody else, or vice versa. I don't know. There's major trust issues, I guess. I feel like you know the truth about this person, or they know the truth about you. Someone feels like the other person is cold-hearted towards them. Being cold. I feel like someone here is mentally knows or feels like they're never going to get over the situation. But somebody doesn't like to deal with the criticism. They struggle with dealing with criticism. And they're being honest. It may affect their self-esteem. Someone here also cares too much about what other people think, other people's opinions. I feel like someone here also avoids accountability in the situation, avoids taking accountability, that type of thing. All right, Aquarius. Aquarius. If you are dealing with an Aquarius, sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign. If you are dealing with an Aquarius, messages from my subscribers that are dealing with an Aquarius, please. What can you tell me? Messages from my subscribers. Are these messages resonating with y'all? Like, or no? Am I totally off the mark here in what I'm reading? Don't ask me. Listen, I'm mostly like, yo, my cars never lie. But you know, when I'm in a funk or like I feel some type of way, about myself or whatever I have going on, I'm like, not that I'm in a bad place or like bad spirited in any type of way. I'm not. But today's just been one of them days, you know? The last couple days. That shit hurt. Ugh. Cards never lie. Okay. I appreciate that, Karma. All right. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, there may be some truth that causes a breakup or like, yeah, what the fuck? This is an Aquarius that either wants to be left alone or like is trying to move on from a breakup. I don't see them investing. They may be pulling away or emotionally distant. They're trying to avoid some type of drama. They're trying to let something go easy. What? Honestly, this really does look to me like this is an Aquarius that's like trying not to draw attention to something. They may even go cold in some type of way because of some news or information, or I feel like they're very bitter right now. They're very much like in their feelings. They feel like things are not going the way that they wanted them to. They're guarded. They may be like very down on themselves, like their idea of what family was supposed to look like or be like isn't happening. They're very emotionally distraught or emotionally like in their feelings, afraid. What is going on, Aquarius? They feel betrayed. This could be an Aquarius dealing with a fire sign. Something that they gave a lot of effort or energy to is now over. It's done. And they may be coming forward and talking about that. Some kind of ending is a very painful one. Like, this is almost like got me like, just looking at the cards, guys, like, you know, those moments where you try to swallow back the tears, or like that where your heart feels like it's in your throat and you are trying to like choke it down so you don't completely just lose it. That's what this feels like. It's very sad. It's extremely sad. I am so sorry if this is what you are dealing with right now, because like immediately that's the energy that came over me. Like someone is extremely sad. To accept some type of truth or cut something out of their life, accept that something is over, that they don't want to be over. It feels like a betrayal in the worst way. It may even like affect the family, affect other people. This could also be an Aquarius that's worried that like they're not going to be liked by somebody's family, or I don't know. Okay. What's the challenge? It may be a challenge to trust, have trust. Somebody's got to make a choice. Some of you could also be having financial difficulty and have to make some decisions surrounding that. But for some of you, it may be a situation from your past that someone is having a lot of difficulty letting go of, that keeps showing back up. The outcome, I do see someone being emotionally disconnected, especially if y'all are dealing with a Leo or a Gemini. But regardless of the signs, like I see somebody being emotionally disconnected, and then I feel like there's an opportunity for healing. And I feel like there will be like slow healing. I see you taking your power back. I'll be honest. For those of you that this is a relationship, especially if it is a relationship with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or Gemini. Here's what I feel like is going to happen. I feel like someone is going to emotionally disconnect and then slowly try to come back around and heal the situation, fix the situation. I don't know. But by that time, it's going to possibly be too late. Yeah, I don't see it recovering after that. What else? Yeah, someone here hates the distance between you and them. And they feel like they're never going to get over it. But somebody needs some sort of time to heal. By the time somebody learns their lesson, the other person will be like slipping away. Somebody may even still have feelings for an ex. That could be an issue. Yeah, I feel like there's a level of avoidance, like somebody avoiding accountability. They're not ready, or they weren't ready when the situation started. So they're exploring their options. They may even feel like the situation comes with a lot of drama. Somebody is avoiding holding themselves accountable for whatever's going on here. All right. All right, Pisces. No drama today, all right? Drama-free Pisces. Okay. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you are dealing with a Pisces, let me know in the comment section what your sign is and the sign that you are currently dealing with, who you came here to see. All right. Thank you for hitting the like button, guys. I appreciate it. Those of you dealing with a Pisces, all right, if you're dealing with a Pisces, they feel lonely. They're maybe even going through some type of depression. They feel like this is not growing. They want a second chance, though, especially if there was like some drama or it felt like something wasn't working out and somebody gave up on this, or that's like on the table. I definitely see them wanting a second chance, but not wanting to be vulnerable. I think they're like mentally conflicted about this. They can't walk away. They want to come towards you. They may even try to come towards you. They want a commitment. Especially if this is like a Pisces dealing with a Taurus or an Aquarius. They want to tell you how they feel. They want to communicate. They want this to be their like happily ever after situation. They want a second chance with you. But there may be something that they feel like has to end. Some of y'all are like Scorpios dealing with a Pisces. Or Leos. I feel like this is a Pisces that sees you as like they're happily ever after. What's the challenge? Somebody getting what they want, someone getting what they want and breaking free. Coming forward, expressing their feelings is a challenge. For some of you, there could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that also may be challenging the situation. I think it's difficult to communicate or for actions and words to match or be aligned. Because it seems like this Pisces is not hearing what they want or getting what they want. And it feels like what they want is for someone to make a choice to let go of whatever it is that's holding them back from this connection. because they can't walk away from this. But it's not going anywhere either. It's stagnant. What's the outcome? 5 of Swords, Queen of Swords in reverse. Still mentally conflicted. Someone, look at that, Ace of Cups in reverse. No love offers being made, but somebody being very wishy-washy or in and out, not investing into the situation. I do see communication. It's like y'all like each other. But it's like someone is not willing or able to offer anything more than that. They pull away. 2 of Cups in reverse. Like, they pull away, then they come back around, and then they pull away again, or they push away, is what is giving. Is that mentally conflicted. This is not a fair situation. It's not equal. And I think this is something that creates a lot of anxiety, a lot of worry, a lot of sleepless nights. Someone is afraid to open up to the other person. But I feel like there's somebody here who cannot move on. Somebody is in love and wants a family with the other person. Somebody's family and friends may not like the situation, or may have like a lot of pull as to why the situation doesn't come forward or move forward. Someone here definitely cares a lot about what other people think. I think there's a lot of drama that comes from this situation because somebody can't move on or hasn't moved on. They may stalk the other person, whether this is you doing this to them doing this to you. I don't know. It's like someone creates drama because they want to talk. They have really bad self-esteem issues. And the other person is giving mixed signals and avoiding accountability, not giving any titles. For some of you, it's because they already have a title with someone else. So it's like they can't give a title here. There's somebody else involved, it looks like. For some of you, they could be married or in another like long-term commitment. Whether it's you or them, I don't know. They have feelings for more than one person. I can see that. I do see somebody here losing interest though in this situation. All right, guys, that's what I have for you. I'm sorry it wasn't like a better situation. I can only read what I see. Don't come for me. All right. All right, guys, I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching and kicking it with me for the last 2 hours. All right. I will see you all next time. Make sure you hit up the Leo video Please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. And thank you to my amazing moderators, Goodman, who's in the room. I appreciate y'all, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.